So position number 5 is one of those quirky positions. It's the third of the 3 substitute positions that I call it. Um, you're one of the best defensive people, ideally. You know, unless your best defensive player is also a great hitter, then you got to start to figure that kind of stuff out. Um, because of this, you can be a shorter player at this particular position. So you know, at serve, you're going to move, and you're pretty much going to be a back row only player. But anyways, you'll when I say you're a dual player, you'll substitute for the middle hitter when they go to the back row, or the number 3 position type person. So they're going to go. You know, they're tall, relatively slow person. Not great defender, typically don't do any passing, you know, that person. So you're going to substitute in for him unless you're the libero. So I call this the defensive specialist or libero position. Some teams, you know, have the libero all the time. Sometimes you have the defensive specialist mixed in. Teams vary their strategy here, but you're, you know, not going to attack typically. You're going to dig the best shot from the opponent's left side hitter. Typically the left side hitters are really, really good hitters, and the power angle is their best shot, bread and butter. So that's why we want the best defensive specialist there. On occasion, if you leave the middle hitter in there, and you don't substitute a defensive specialist or libero, you'll play this position also. You're just won't be normally as great of a defender, but sometimes you can make do. Things happen that way. And so you'll also be in this position covering one of the straightforward middle hitter attacks. So if they're bodying away or they're just coming in at an angle like that, they'll want to hit power at you too, as opposed to cutting across their body and putting it back at the number 1 against the number 1 hitter when the opponent's middle hitting I'm talking about here. And you'll also have some line shots from some pretty good players, especially the opposite coming out of the back row. So there's a number of reasons why you want this player to be the best player position on the court. And you'll also, most of the time, if there's ever a back row setter at the same time that you're playing this position, they'll want to pass the ball near the 10-foot line, and you'll want to step in and perform the set at that time. So it helps to have either you know, some ball control and preferably overhand setting capability. So that's the type of things you won't need to work on blocking if you play this position. You want to work on defense and passing. You want to be one of the probably the elite passer on the team is another reason to put you in here. In which case, if you're a libero, you'll really, you know, be sort of the cornerback of the defense. And what that means is that, you know, the opponent's servers won't want to really serve the ball to you. So those are the skills to strive for. There are no attack skills, so I'm not going to have another slide on this one. So that's position 5.